The story of Margaret Nduta to me still has a lot of question marks. Who are the people behind, the drugs? Is it like a company? Is it a person? Definitely, if these people are transporting a drug all over the world, this means that these people are connected. Seeking to highlight the flight of the Kenyan woman ensured by drug trafficking networks, the woman insists that Nduta must have been coerced into transporting drugs into Vietnam under the threat of this organization, of which we've all focused on the fact that Nduta should be released. But at the end of the day, these people are still luring other people, other innocent people, other, desperate people, or should I say, they're still luring other innocent people. Everything was business as usual, transporting a suitcase to a random location without question and getting paid until March 14th. A simple work with good pay, at least what Margaret Nduta thought. To her, all she wanted was to eradicate poverty in her home state. Who doesn't want that? Until March 14th, Margaret Nduta was caught with 2 kilograms of cocaine. No explanation, because her work was just to deliver the suitcase. Her fate now lies in between two nations, Kenya and Vietnam, which could have meant life or death. Margaret, now staring at execution date, is at the heart of her loving country. She's really hoping that her country will come in and rescue her from her execution date. Margaret, now staring at the execution date, her life seems like a sweet movie which turned sour within a blink of an eye. Upon landing, Margaret was greeted with security dogs, and something about her luggage wasn't right. The dog literally knew, those security sniffing dogs, I don't know. They literally knew that something wasn't right. Moments later, her bag was found with 2 kilograms of cocaine, in which she wasn't aware. She didn't have any clue what was inside the bag. Her work was just to transport the luggage. The officers weren't interested in excuses. How can you transport something you're not aware? If you wanna transport something, there are carriers. There are things like Wells Fargo in Kenya, things like G4S. Why not use them to transport them to other countries? That's the question even Margaret herself was asking herself. Now, instead of the fortune she had envisioned, Margaret now faces a death sentence. Her mother is inconsolable, pleading to the Kenyan government to bring Margaret to Kenya, even if it means serving her sentence here. On the other hand, Kenyans have flooded the social media, pleading for the release of Nduta. Her fate is in God's hands, and whatever the cause, who are the people behind the drugs? Who are the people behind, who are the owners of this drug, and where was Margaret taking the drugs? That's the main thing which should be investigated, because at the end of the day, vulnerable people are still targeted, desperate people are still targeted. At the end of the day, Margaret is just one case, but maybe outside there, vulnerable people are still in pain. Vulnerable people still don't know how to do, still don't know how they will get out. Guys, let's take care of one another. Just take care of yourself and take care of your neighbor. And whatever happens to Margaret Nduta, may God prevail, and may justice be with her. Take care, guys. See you in the next one. My name is Shamuden. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Bye.